Hi folks, here we are up in Minnesota. This is Oronoco, and it's called the Gold Rush Days. They got a big flea market here. They shut off the main street, all kinds of stuff, the whole town basically. You can see they got automotive stuff, old toys. There's generally antiques, flea market stuff, you name it. So we're going to walk around and show you what there is. We'll also, at the end of the video, show you what we bought. So stay tuned to the end and enjoy the video. Well, we're going to start up on this end. Got all kinds of Crocs and stuff here. I'll tell you as many prices as we can. We can't tell them all because that would be pretty tedious, but we do a bunch of them. 135 on that nice Red Wing 6-gallon butter churn there. 95, 135 on those. A lot of Red Wing stuff. This is kind of cool here. This is a mid-century piece here. 200 bucks on that. All kinds of different pottery here. Well, you'll see just about anything you can imagine at this place. You got 2-gallon, 3-gallon. They work their way up. $2.95, $2.25, $4.95. Depends what they are. Look at this nice big one here. $2,500 on that. 20-gallon with the blue decoration. And let's get some more Crocs and stuff over this way. $1.95 on that one. They got the advertising on them. $3.50 on that one. Watkins extracts. Nice nest of bowls here, $2.75 on that set. These have the advertising in them here, Wisconsin, Minnesota, 65 bucks a piece. Well, as you can see, they have several streets. Here's one of the streets right in the town. Several of the streets shut off and just flea market stuff in every yard in town pretty much. There's a Ford tractor hood there for 55 bucks. Get a Chevy 55 or 6 grill there for a truck, 65 bucks on that. This guy's got all kinds of garage art and stuff. This is a pretty cool light here from a mobile station in Mankato, Minnesota. Porcelain light there, maybe 5-6 feet long. I think he's got 85 bucks on it. Model A cowl there for 45. Chevy tailgate 200. All kinds of license plates and stuff. Each item in this pile, $7, 2 for $10. This is a cool water dispenser, I guess, is what it is. 85 bucks. Kind of a galvanized piece with a porcelain end on it there. Look at that little shotgun there, blew open on the end. Some Model T sill plates there, 12 bucks a piece. So anyway, you get an idea. It's very eclectic here. There's all kinds of different stuff. We just kind of show what catches our eye, which isn't always what you want to see, but we do the best we can. 12 bucks a piece in this pile here. All kinds of miscellaneous in there. 12 a piece or 2 for 20. There's a sausage stuffer there in the front. So a lot of what we do are swap meets and stuff showing automotive things, but we do have an antique shop as well, so we get into about anything old, you know. Look at the old Electrolux. Old vacuum there. I don't see any prices on that stuff. This place here has all kinds of stuff in the tent. $6.75 on the Pepsi sign. 1,000 bucks on the game there. 1,000 bucks on this one too. Slot machine. This is pretty cool here. Wisconsin fishing licenses. $4.75 on that sign. Look at all the decoys here. Prices vary big time on those. I see one for $13.50 right there. See another one for $150 right next to it. So you really got to be into those to know which ones are the valuable ones. There's this guy's business card here if you want to get a hold of him on any of the stuff you see in this booth. Kind of a neat mid-century bookcase there. $4.25 on that. $1.95 on the lamp on top. Got a Marbles axe here for 150. Look at the pyro antifreeze advertisement there with the, look, here's the danger zone right there in that thermometer. 150 on that. Sinclair globe here. $1,000, all glass. So he's got some cool signage and stuff, but from here we'll jump across the street over here. Well, we got a big setup here. This guy has his name here. We'll catch it in a minute here if you're interested in any of this stuff. You got 1,300 on the pedal plane, 550, 475 on those, 600 on the pedal tractor, just to give you a rough idea. Look at all the phonograph horns he has. Bunch of horns, and he's got quite a few phonographs here too. These are all reproduction signs here. This is pretty cool, the Donald Duck. It's a 1950s Donald Duck girl's bicycle. Got the face on there. It's a Shelby. $12.50 is the price on that one. Really? Another big two-handle crock there, $85 on that, but it's got some cracking on the side. Got a moose head here. Gonna walk down this aisle here, 150 on the Dr. Caldwell. 195 on the little oak stand. So he's got some Edison cylinder players here, 200 on that one, cheap enough. $7.75 on this one with the horn. It's got the bracket there, and you can see the horn here is on the ground. Nice little Victor too, 8.5 on that one. And that Victor there is $1,100. Just to give you an idea of a few of them.
Oh, really?
$160 on that chair. This is quite the table here. This one's $395. But look at the base on it. Nice big oak base with big heavy claw feet. It's missing a couple toes, but they'd be easy enough to replicate. Looks like it may be a 54-inch top on it. $395 on that nice Victorian mirror. This is a nice kidney-shaped desk here too, or a vanity. I guess, I don't know. I guess that'd be a desk. $395 on that anyway. It's oak. All tree there for $650. Get some nice furniture in here. Big set of these chairs here. Set of 6, $7.85 on those, and they got the faces on top and they're oak. This is quite the little bed here. A little single bed. It's a Horner Brothers. Look at the full-figured carved in there. There's a couple there too. Quite a set there. Looks like maybe the legs have been trimmed off. I'm not sure on that one. This is quite a table here too. I wouldn't mind having this one. $1,200. That one's a Hunzinger, which was a great brand, Victorian furniture. They highly styled. This one's all oak. Quarter sawn oak top. Oh, look at all the slot machines over here. $750, $850 price range. Nice Ithaca clock there. There's a good little Mission china cabinet here. $495 on that. And we got a Zenith blackface radio there for $150. $350 on this desk here, missing the mirror. We'll jump ahead a ways. Well, like I was telling you, here's the guy's name here, right here, David Stark, if you want to get a hold of any of that stuff we just showed you in that booth. But we're going to jump across here. This guy looks like he's got all kinds of antique lamps and stuff over here, lots of shades. A lot of Victorian lamp parts and stuff.
Chimneys, I mean, I hate to say it, it's plain chimneys.
There's quite a collection here. I don't see any pricing on them, but look at them all. A lot of cranberry shades, different colors. All kinds of nice lamp parts. Unfortunate thing with lamps is on eBay and stuff, the pieces sell for more than the complete lamps a lot of times, so a lot of them get taken apart. These here have some prices. $275 on all four. Those are some nice art glass shades.
Where's the wagon?
And he's got a bunch of stuff in the booth here. We'll try to get back in there a ways. There's a big micrometer set. Highly polished one. Nice set there for $140. A little Chevy badge, 1930 or so. Here's a good looking sign here. Nice big porcelain sign there, hardware sign. $2,000 on that, nice shape. Yeah, we'll jump into this booth, show you a little bit of it here. 3 1/4 on that Edison cylinder player. There's a Columbia one there too, 3 1/4 on that one as well. Nice corner cupboard here for $5.50. This is a nice oak desk here for $4 1/4 on that one. It's amazing what you can buy. Like this is $4.75. Nice side by side there, all solid oak. And people have no problem going to a restaurant and dropping $200 or $300 at a restaurant for a meal, but then they have a hard time buying a nice piece of furniture like that. It always amazed me. $3.95 on this lamp with a figural base. Nice hall tree there for $5.75. And we got another china cabinet here, curved glass there for $1,000. There's an early bike here. Boy, that's got a giant sprocket on it. Look at the size of that sprocket. That would have some unusual gearing in that. This guy's got some automotive stuff, bunch of taillight parts here. $3.95 on the boat model. That's kind of cool. Hyena Sport. $3.95 on the old sign there. Street sign. That's empty beer there. Somebody emptied them out, selling the boxes. Let's jump in the back here, see what we can see. Some skookums. $150 for all of them. That's a good deal. Looks like there's 7 of them. Cheap enough. That's a cool grinder there. $85 with the painting on it. Get some nice earlier primitives and stuff. Little miniature dresser there for $100 1/4. $110 on the bull, or a cow, I guess it is. Weather vane topper. I got all kinds of different antiques in here. $65 on that wooden cupboard there. Bunch of hubcaps. Look at that bolt display there. That rack is $145. The old saw blade. This is cool. $350. Atkins saws. It's right in the original crate. It's a big band saw blade. Guy's making a little bit of ruckus there. And he's got all kinds of these cans, and I think these are the things you blow up your balloons with, the helium jugs and different old gas cans and stuff, cut into jack-o'-lantern style. Probably use a plasma cutter for that stuff. This one's got all kinds of wood tables and stuff in here. I got a bunch of lamp parts here. A gas fixture there, $10. Cheap enough. This is kind of cool here. $90 on that. That's a gas wall mount. I think it's for gas. Maybe it's for electric. But anyway, $90 with the face on it there. $35 on the wheel there, shut-off wheel. All kinds of different hardware. Look at the political pins there, $5 a piece. Chatterbox, $12 on that book. It's an early 1917. Candlestick phone there, $95. These are kind of cool. Miller advertisements, 15 bucks a piece. Plastic. And we got some marks. I think these are marks of cowboys and Indians. These are the bigger figures, 35 bucks on the lot.
These old train cars, that's it.
Here's some
Tanks, yeah.
bus lights or truck lights.
These are like the
80 bucks a pair. Glass lenses, not too bad.
Maybe even
Nice Oldsmobile emblem, looks like. Let's see the price on that. 35 bucks.
That's a controller.
Pretty good shape. Look at all the old spice jars, spice tins here. 3 bucks on that one. Monarch. These are kind of collectible. 10 bucks on that one. Well, we got all kinds of miscellaneous in this booth to just show you. Parker's walking down the road there. We just got a 51 Ford truck grill. So he's going to bring it over to near our wagon. We're kind of putting stuff in one spot to come back later for it. 40 bucks on the scooter.
and then
Guys got all kinds of snowshoes here. Made in Canada. Canada, 95 bucks on those. No tariff on those. This guy's got some cool stuff in here. There's a little incubator. That's kind of cool. Looks like it operate off kerosene probably. It's got a nice decal on it. Little car here. You want 60 bucks on that little pressed steel car. Pretty good shape.
It depends on the perfume bottle, but 3 to 5 is fine.
All kinds of miscellaneous.
The operator of this place.
Oh, I was asking 100. What do you think?
3 bucks on the tobacco tin.
You won't even find a squirrel in there.
Jump over this side, see what's over here. Kind of a cool early photo there. Looks like some HHS, something high school. Not sure what town it is. Looks like the football team. All kinds of coins and stuff. Got some Roseville pieces. Nice pine cone piece there, 115. Jewelry. Jewelry and coins are something that's kind of hard to show in the video because they're so small. I'd have to get in way close. So it's easier to show the bigger items. All kinds of glassware and stuff in here. Tools. Look at all the tin snips here. 10, 12 bucks. That's the way to buy tools, is to buy older US made ones at a place like this. You could spend, you know, probably 15 to 20 bucks on a new pair of Chinese ones of those that last about 2 cuts, so then they're all done. Those will last you your whole life. Bit braces here, 15 bucks a piece. Well, like I say, you'll see about anything. She's got bread and jellies and all kinds of stuff. Jump over to this side. This guy's got all kinds of miscellaneous flea market. 125 on the cast iron Griswold covered pan there. There's a little easy bake oven there, 25 bucks. Remember those? $85 on the AM/FM radio there. Starting to warm up. It's supposed to be extremely humid today and about 90 degrees. Jump across the aisle here. This guy's got all kinds of stuff here. Big setup.
I don't know. You can certainly pick one up if you want. So look at this.
There's a little Alice Chalmers tractor here. Let's see if we get a price on it. 100 bucks. It's plastic tractor with the trailer. Here's a Pontiac promotional model here too. Looks like 60 bucks on that one. This guy brings a lot of real cool stuff. Sells a lot of it. Let's kind of scoot down the front here, then we'll get in the back area of it. There's another piece of Roseville here. Let's see the price on that one. All kinds of license plates. Illinois, Michigan. I think this guy's from Michigan. Here's the old picture of a 66 Corvette. Old Polaroid. Kind of a cool dispenser here. Hot and fresh. I don't know what came in on it, if it was popcorn or nuts or what it was. Nice little stoplight for a bus here. Kind of like those ones we saw a little while ago, but this one actually says stop on it. There isn't much for prices on this stuff. Otherwise, I'd be telling you more of them. Nice early baseball mitt there. All kinds of Texaco cans. A candlestick phone here, Kellogg. It's the kind without a dial. People like the ones with the dial on them because they can actually use them. That style there would have been for a hotel or a business or just calling to the operator probably, but you can't use it today, so the ones with the dials sell for a lot more money than ones without dials. And we got some clocks on the back here, and these look like these are Wurlitz, or they're for a jukebox, but you find those in a diner on the wall. Yeah, that's kind of a miscellaneous assortment in there. Got kind of a crowd here, so we're gonna try to get through it here. 140 for the Gene Autry guitar there. Kid's toy from the 1950s. All kinds of different stuff in here. Tobacco tin, $8.
It might count for, but it's got to be 100,000 years.
This one's made up out of pop bottles. The cap's 26 bucks, kind of a full cart piece. Some bicycle mud flaps there for 26 a piece, the green ones.
Yeah.
All kinds of small stuff in these cases here, knives and little trinkets and stuff.
Thank you.
A bunch of postcards back there. We'll jump across the aisle here. I don't know what those are. Some decorative pieces there. Guys got all kinds of sap buckets here. This is the back end of the people from Michigan here, so that's why you're seeing the sap buckets. Look at all the taxidermy heads there. Got some blow molds from Santa Claus here and Snowman. Sectional bookcase at the Globe Wernicke. Lots of lamps here. All kinds of Colemans, 35 bucks on that one. Railroad lanterns, barn lanterns, Colemans. Quite a collection of them there. 50 bucks on this ceiling fixture. It's a hardware store display. Those are the little plastic things you stick in the wall, I guess, and put a screw into them. But they bring quite a slew of stuff here. Toss it all out, people grab it all up. They do really well here. That's kind of getting stuff from an area where things are more plentiful in Michigan out to an area like this in Minnesota where you don't find as much of this kind of stuff. The Mission table base there. Some old street signs here. This guy's got all kinds of saddles here, 50 bucks a piece on those. Western saddles. There's more sap buckets, 15 bucks a piece. Kind of a nice old box here for 198. 24 in the watering cans there. We'll keep scooting along here. We've got some music coming up behind us there, so we gotta go a little further ahead here. Here's a rare Coke cooler. I had one of these not too long ago. 68 bucks. It's cheap enough. It's a little 6-pack one. You can see the regular size one there. That's a little 6-pack one, but it's pretty rough. Unfortunately, I had a nice clean one not too long ago. All kinds of nice mixing bowls here with the blue bands on them. 2 1/4 on this slant lid desk. That's a nice early one. 175 on the painted cupboard there.
Which red shirt?
Oh, snuck over that way. And he's wearing a backpack too.
There's some tractor lights back in there. There's a Larkin desk that somebody modified probably back in the 70s, painted it all up. 3 1/4 on that, and they put doors on the bottom. It should be a bookcase with a slant lid, or a desk with a slant lid on it, but it's been modified. 16 bucks a piece on the drawers, 10 bucks a piece on the tin there. Well, we got all kinds of miscellaneous stuff over in here. Lots of glassware, miscellaneous flea market stuff. Bunch of glassware in this booth back here. You can see a lot of it back in there. All kinds of it, depression glass and all kinds of stuff in there. There's all kinds of utensils here. Look at the nice enamel spoons. $6 or $8 a piece. Some of them are 10 or 12, depends what they are. 24 on the enamel coffee pot there. Well, and here we got all kinds of Christmas decorations. Santa's galore. And some Halloween stuff in the back there too. The vintage holiday decorations are getting very popular. You can see all the people checking them out. And the stuff isn't really that old, you know, stuff you see in the 50s, 60s, 70s. Some of these bowl molds and stuff are only from the 80s or 90s. The Newell stock Ford mirror here, 45 bucks. Well, I guess it's not a Newell stock one. It's got the box there, but it's a used mirror in the box. Nice looking railroad light here. $3.45 on that. It's a 4-way. $1.50 on the 5-gallon crock there. And we'll kind of get in the back of this booth, see what else is back here. Got a nice early camera here on the tripod. Eastman Kodak, $7.75 on that. With the slides, it says.
Get up, Bob.
Bunch of Watt stuff here. There's a Watt bowl there for 30 bucks with the Apple design on it. These are look like Heartland figures, maybe. More blue enamelware here. 28 bucks on the bowl, 38 on that coffee pot, 30 on that bowl. $65 on the pumpkin there. I got a nice little metal bench here. That one's already sold.
Okay, thank you much.
Get back into this booth. Neat little safe here. $14.95 on that salesman sample, it says. Nice little small size safe. Here's a John Deere. I think those are a corn picker. $150 on that toy. Hamilton Beach mixer there for $2.50.
In Minnesota Lake, but Minneapolis always
$120 on the cigar sign there. And we got $1,100 on that Coca-Cola truck. That's a metal craft. Native basket there for 95 bucks. Have a neat mechanical bank there, pony. 6 1/4 on that one. And the G-Man is a cool toy too. I think that's Mark's. $3.95 on that one. $7.95 on the sign there. $2.65 on this porcelain sign. Those are made to go into a folding chair. They go in the back like a stadium chair. So it's just a piece of something. $85 on the sweet burley tin. And the sweet Cuba. They did a whole series of those. There's a couple colors and variations of them. Different brands. I got a nice railroad crossing sign here with the glass jewels on it. $7.95 on that. It's got all the little glass reflectors in there. It's a cool toolbox here. RO Signs. It's a sign painter's toolbox. 39 bucks. Got a school bell here. This one is $2 1/4. Cast iron school bell there. This is kind of cool. I had one of these at one point. It's a hairnet display. $3.95. Whole country store display.
Is there something you're interested in?
Oh, we're just looking around. Thank you.
Please don't videotape this.
What's
unless
that?
you ask.
Well, we just got kicked out of that booth over there. The one we were just filming. Apparently some people have a real problem with people walking around with a camera. I don't really know what the reasoning to it is, unless they got something to hide. Otherwise, who cares? But anyway, that's what happened over there. But we'll keep scooting along here. I think we've had maybe in, looking at, I don't know, probably 50,000 spaces at flea markets and swap meets and stuff. We've had maybe 3 or 4 people have a problem with that. I really don't know what the reasoning for that is. Maybe somebody can let us know in the video. I got all kinds of stuff under this tent right here. Look at all the little miniature lamps here. 10, 14, 15 bucks. 28 on this one. Looks like 100 1/4 a piece on the 2 gingerbread collects. Bunch of fishing lures, priced between 10 and 20 bucks mostly.
Just started. That's like, they normally, I gotta tell her the history about it.
Look at the Tupperware sets there. It's amazing how everything gets collectible at some point. All kinds of milk bottles. 15 bucks, depends on the one, but a couple I see priced for 15. And we got all kinds of different pottery and stuff over here. Some Wattware there, 22 and 28 bucks. Yeah, there's all kinds of miscellaneous stuff in this booth. 90 bucks a piece on the
Get our family back.
wash bins. You got the lightning rods there for 75 a piece with the milk glass balls on them. 110 on that little Victorian stand. Good looking set of chairs there, 75 bucks for the set. And scoot over to this booth here. All kinds of miscellaneous back in here. There's all kinds of different flea market-y stuff in this booth here. All the little toys, Pez dispensers and stuff like that. 5 1/4 on the stained glass window there. Got a canoe here. Looks like it's all refinished. $24.50 on that. Wooden canoe. $6.50 on this. Looks like an old cash register of some sort. Or a receipt counter collector. This is a cool shower head here. The old nickel-plated shower head. Don't see a price on that one. There's a stick and ball umbrella holder there, cane holder. $2.50 on that. $400 on the old coffee grinder there. Nice small size. We'll jump in this booth. Here's a nice early sign here. $6.75. With carved wood on that. Got a few toys back in here. A little Smith Miller dump truck here. $3.25 on a Smith Miller, little GMC dump truck.
We can do a lot better.
Okay, thank you.
If you need a price, just yell, and some of it's not even priced. But
Okay.
It'll be, I'll throw the number out if you have a
There you go. Thank you.
Well, that's an idea. Just tape it all.
Yeah. Nice little stacking bookcase there. This one's a Macy. You can see the label back in there.
It's got a little issue
$265 on the
$175.
file cabinet.
I didn't even know it. I just bought it, picked it up Wednesday night at the sale. Yeah.
$1,100 on the corner cupboard there.
Yeah, I see it. I got one that's not as pretty at the shop for $400.
$295 on that wainscot cupboard. It's a nice one there. Old red paint. This is a nice piece here. Shaving stand.
Somebody even brought me a beer after I sold it.
Mahogany stained one. Don't see a tag on that one. Nice claw feet on it though.
Cash machine down there right by the beer tap. She goes, "You want a
$4.95 on the Structo. Got some cool reflectors here too. And look at all these beaded pieces. Kind of missed these when we were walking by. A lot of nice beadwork here. $39 on that one. $69 on that one there.
Don't be
Pretty
shy
cool
about
stuff.
pricing. If it's priced, it'll be less. If it's not priced, I'll tell you what it costs. I better get off there. I'll be getting recorded.
People love it.
I'm sure.
Nice little stick and ball piece there. What do you got on the shaving stand there? Behind you.
$350.
$3.50, huh?
I would have paid that for it, but I didn't have to.
$3.50 on that shaving stand we were looking at a few minutes ago there. It's a nice one for that kind of money. Here's a nice piece of trench art here. You notice how they take the bullet shell and stamp and press it all to a design. Make a lamp out of it, $4.25. And we got the little Nyland U-Haul truck here, $2.45. A couple pedal cars here, $5.95 on that one. That's a little Garten one made in the 40s, maybe early 50s. Sometimes the antique dealers think that those are much older than they are because of the style of them, but they're not as old as they look. And we get all kinds of toys back in here. $1.25 on the Marks fire truck. There's the Tonka aerial sand loader there. $4.50 on that. Got a nice Fire King lantern here. That's for a fire truck. $4.50 on the little cast iron dump truck there. There's a Chevy hood or a mascot there, radiator cap. The eagle on it. I've got one like that already. Haven't had much luck selling it. I might check on the price of that one, see what he's getting for it. Got all kinds of toy tractors here. Hundreds of them. $85 on the little Oliver. $120 on the combine there. There's some Ertl tractors here. Don't see the price on those. Got a couple nice stacking bookcases in the back of that truck. Kind of scoot along, see what he's got here. He's got $100 a piece on these architectural pieces. A couple nice jugs here on the ground. Blue decoration on them. Here's a good looking vase there for $5.50, Roseville. A couple miniature sectional bookcases there. And we got some more Western Crocs here. Well, we're just going to scoot along these. You got all kinds of miscellaneous back in here. $20 a piece on the old wooden crates. $5 a piece on these cups. They were off a conveyor belt of some sort. We've got all kinds of baskets and stuff here. $69 on that one. There's all kinds of different baskets. And here's a bird cage right there. Funnels here, copper. Maybe it's just a copper plated funnel because it's got some rust on it. $35 on that. And we got all kinds of, here's some more big copper buckets here. And some nice painted bins here. $275 on the one on top there. And $450 for the big red one on the bottom. Now we got another booth of miscellaneous here. $28 a piece on the wooden posts. Look at all these little trinket boxes here. Some of these can be a good company like Jennings Brothers or one of those. Yeah, that one's got some sort of stamp on the bottom there. 25 on that one, 15 on some of the others. Just kind of scan around here. Now we got all kinds of glassware and stuff up in here. There's just too much of that kind of stuff to point out anything too specific. But you can kind of see the amounts of it they have here. Piles and piles of it. You can kind of see we're on the main drag right here. You can see down that road there's just a slew of people and there's live music down there and stuff, so we won't be able to get down there, but we'll kind of scoot along over. There's a bunch of them up on this side too, so we'll do a few of these. This guy's got all kinds of yard art here. All kinds of different garden ornaments and a bunch of signs and stuff here. Got a Kaiser sign here. $4 grand on that one. Double-sided porcelain. Big Conoco one there for $5,400. There was one of these not too far from us in South Dakota with the post, with the like frame that went around it. And I always wanted to get that. And then I noticed it was gone one day. I kept trying to see if I could find out who owned it. Well, there's why. $5 grand on the price. $4 grand on the Sinclair. All kinds of different signs and stuff in the tent here as well. Got some nice big Crocs here. That's a 20-gallon. $14.50 on that one with the blue decorated. Shell sign here for $49.50. This is kind of cool. A Ford spark plug cleaning and testing kit. I don't know that I've seen one of those before. It looks like it's from the 30s or 40s maybe. But he does have some cool stuff in here. I've seen that one before, that wildlife refuge. That one's $5.45. There's a Spur sign for anybody that's into Spur stuff. $4.45 on that, porcelain. This coffee tin's pretty cool here, $6.45. Well, this booth has all kinds of decorative furniture. It's stuff that isn't very old, but painted up for more decorative purposes. Give you different ideas of what there is out there and what people are decorating with anyway. This is pretty cool here. Antiseptic sterilizer. Must be out of a dentist or a doctor's office. $300. $1 1/4 on the Schwinn Tandem bike there. 2-seater. Those people daring enough to take a ride with their friend or something. $500 on the Clark's spool cabinet, and this has got the roll in the front. It's got some damage to the plastic. Sorry, I'm getting noise from my water bottle here. I'm going to get around the back side of that and check it out. $50 on the popcorn dispenser here. Get around this side here. You got $150 on that window right there. There's the other side of this one. Little crack in the glass up there in the top. It's kind of cool though. I've always wanted one like that. $500 doesn't seem too bad on that. Might have to ask them about it. The only thing that worries me is the paper label coming off a little bit. This is a cool soda dispenser here, or cooler, $3,500. Polar Cub, pretty cool piece. This is cool too, a Viking. It looks like a Viking ship kinda. Was a neon sign at one point. See if there's any price on it. Oh, 3,200 on that one. It's a pretty cool sign though. Looks like a Honda 1,500. 1,500 bucks. Here's the other side of that tandem bike. You got some cool stuff in this booth. All kinds of signs and stuff over this side. See if I can catch any with price on them. I don't see any prices on these. Quite a slew of signs though. Look at the big red owl. That's a cool one with the owl in the center. Got the international sign over there. I've had ones like that in the past. I had one that was a neon box. 2 porcelain signs on one on either side. Now they're worth a lot more than when I had that one. Look at the Greyhound bus. That's a cool sign. This is a neat one too here. Papoose Bay. It's a wooden sign with glass jewels on it. There'd be lots of cool advertising. Some of these thermometers are priced $100 and quarter, $150 depending on the one. So he does have some cool stuff here. Here's some Wyoming plates. This sign here is 65 bucks. And we got some traps. I don't know if those are minnow traps or what those are, some sort of wooden traps. Well, this guy's got all kinds of oil cans and toys and you name it. 3 and a quarter on the Red Wolf coffee can. All kinds of Tonkas here. There's a Tonka Big Mike, a square fender one there for $7.50. Paint is original but mediocre. There's a little blue 57 pickup, $140. This is an unusual one here. The color on that rack body truck. That one is 3 and a quarter. Real clean with the trailer. Here's a little rack body truck there, lumber truck or whatever it is, a copper color one. That one's $700 with the tandem trailer. And you get all kinds of railroad lanterns on that side. Got some nice decorated stoneware there too. 8.5 on the Red Wing.
Yeah.
$2.75 on this 4-gallon crock here. And he's got all kinds of toys over here too. $2.80 on the red, that's the long body Tonka. Those have a removable bed, I think. You can swap that bed for another one originally. So you get a lot of cool stuff here. Lots of Tonkas and some other early press steel. There's a Buddy L A-frame dump truck back there. Looks like he's got 160 on the dozer. That's a Dopke. And he's got all kinds of signs here. You name it, there's a sign for about every make here. Like that one there, $1,200 for that Schmidt's beer sign there, porcelain. Although it's on the rougher side, but it's a cool sign. The BSA motorcycle sign's cool too. Kind of a bubble sign. $9.50 on the Firestone.
It's your shit, man. I don't know. That's why
This is his $10 pile over here. He's got anything on these tables here is $10 a piece. And we'll kind of scoot over on this side. You got a nice Mountain Dew sign there, $5.75. Another international one there. That's a double-sided porcelain, $3,200. $2,400 on the Phillips 66. It's in pretty good shape. You get some really cool stuff. Got some North Dakota highway signs in the back of the trailer there. Here's the mobile lollipop sign here, gargoyle. Don't see a tag on that one. I've got one like that myself. There's a mobile oil rack there. Bottles are 300 a piece. The rack is 450, it says.
They loved it. A tractor's better than a tricycle. A tractor is
This is kind of a cool pedal car here. It's a boat. Let's see what the price is. It's always been a harder one to find. $8.75 on that. Yeah, we'll scoot over this way. Pepsi sign. 8.5 on the Polarine motor oil flange sign there. That's kind of a cool display here. 300 on the universal joints for International Harvester. 12.50 on the big IH plastic sign there. And he's got some license toppers here. All kinds of smaller signs. This is a cool advertising fan there, Caterpillar. All kinds of cool stuff. Look at the Chevy sales and service. And that is a metal sign. I thought it was cardboard from a distance, but it's a metal sign painted on metal. Not a super old one, but maybe 70s. We got all kinds of die-cast tractors here and stuff. There's an older one there, the Oliver, 148. That doesn't seem too bad. It's in nice shape, Oliver 77.
Oh, yeah.
Good piece. Most of the rest of this is fairly modern stuff. All kinds of different die-cast tractors.
Where'd you go?
There's a little railroad cart there. 150 bucks on that. Got some different furniture pieces back there.
Is this your side over here? This is ours. That's okay.
This is kind of a neat piece here, 175. Cheap enough with the china cabinet top. Nice oak piece for 175 bucks. Can't beat that. Yeah, we got all kinds of garden and decorative stuff here. There's a nice little oak top table here, 140. The ice cream parlor chairs.
That's what it looks like it'd be it.
Well, I spot a little Thunderbird back here, so we'll get to the back. I'll just kind of scan over this stuff as we go. Oh, neat. Muffler and pipes advertising trash can there, 75 bucks. And this one is 30 bucks. It's a little Thunderbird promo. Not too bad a shape. It's cheap enough. Nice little decorated box here, 65 bucks, painted box, the old paint on it. And shoe stretchers there, 10, 20 bucks a piece. Lowenbrow, so Lion advertising the beer there, 65 bucks on that. Well, they've got all kinds of stuff at a yard sale here. This is right on basically the end of the street. I don't know, maybe it's part of the flea market, or maybe it's just somebody having a yard sale in their yard. Nice pure oil rocker can back there for $5.50. 40 bucks on the Chevy hood ornament. See a lot of beer trays out here in Minnesota, Wisconsin area. These are just kind of like in the front of these houses here, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's part of the citywide deal, but I think it might be just somebody's stuff they put in the front yard. I'm not sure on that. This guy's got a big display of stuff here. He's got some nice toys and stuff. Here's a custom Tonka here, $11.50 on that one with a custom lowboy on it. Looks like he's got a Smith Miller MIC truck here with the original box there. And I think it's $1,200 on that one. Got some nice furniture in here. We'll go check them out. A lot of stacking bookcases and stuff. Some more fire truck toys here. Buddy L and a steel craft there and a sturdy toy. Nice dental cabinet here, all refinished for $2,600. Oak one. And we got $1,500 on the Hoosier cabinet. $1,850 on the nice pressed applique hall tree there. $1,795 on that bookcase. $2,800 on this one with all the file drawers. This one here with the two big drawers on the bottom, $1,795. Got some nice Hayward Wakefield mid-century stuff here, 8 1/4 on the desk. There's their information on that card if you need them. All kinds of toys up on there too, Tonka trucks. Got a restored Big Mike there, square fender, $1,100 with a V-plow on it. And a nice mid-century, I don't know, that might be Hayward Wakefield as well, $14.95. It's on the blonde maple corner shelf there. This is a Macy stacking bookcase. This one is 5 1/4. It's been painted black. Yeah, this guy's got lots of farm antiques here. Old barn pulleys there for $25-30.
50.
There's a plow here for $150. Oak plow.
Yeah, well, it was bigger.
Single plow.
No, it's the same.
That size?
Yeah.
That thing still held water.
Ours is.
He was going to use it.
And we got a table game here, $5.
He liked it. We just always go so dang early on him.
They'll be brand new for you.
There's a grinding stone here for $100 on that one. Hand crank.
That's a good one.
$60 on the gate. $100 on this big sheet metal cauldron there. And we'll get back in this booth here. $1,800 on the porcelain standard sign there.
Mommy, look it. Mom.
Got some toys along in here. Here's another porcelain AAA sign. Don't see a tag on that one. $600 on the foreign sewing machine sign. That's porcelain as well. Nice over here in the shade. It's getting pretty dang hot out here. $350 on the Mack truck there. Steelcraft's been painted over. $400 on the Dayton tires. Tin sign. Wonder Bread there is $375. Here's the X-Lax thermometer there. Porcelain one for 5 1/4. And we got all kinds of vintage clothing over here in this booth. I don't know anything about that stuff, so if you're into that kind of thing, you're gonna have to come down here and check it out. Old suitcases, all kinds of jackets. Look at the old shoes here.
Yeah. I can deliver it today. Do you still have that?
Maytag, that's showing you, that's like a store display showing you how the washing machine gears go there. 100 1/4 on that. All kinds of license plates, hog oilers there. All kinds of miscellaneous stuff in there. A lot of Mexican blankets in the back there. They're selling those. Well, all kinds of decorative and different miscellaneous antiques in here. Some paddles there, $29 a piece. Look like they're out of a sorority house or something. Let's get back in the back here. Look at this. It's one thing you can do with a headboard if you don't have the rest of the bed. They cut it off and put racks on it. Make a hat rack out of it. It's kind of a cool phone there. Art Deco style to it. Got a pie safe here, it looks like. $395 on that. Got some old Tonka trucks up top there. $20 on the white bin. Well, we're going to finish it up this way. You got a booth up here on the hill. We're kind of, you can see the main street is like down there where those tents are and stuff. But we're up here on the hill up behind there. So they show you a few of these things. At the end of the video here, we're going to show you what we got. We did buy several things, so we'll show you what they are. And we'll just finish it up in this booth here. It's kind of a cool burger joint, burger and beer sign there. You get quite a few different signs here and stuff. Pacific Coast Highway. 75 a piece on these mobile plastic inserts. This is a mobile lollipop sign base there. I don't see a price on that one. It's got quite a few different cans and advertising pieces. This is cool here. A little seesaw deal made out of wood with horses on it. Got the 2-hour parking limit there. It's 45 bucks. It's a stamped steel one. This is kind of cool. Fireproof construction materials. Metal stuff there. Milwaukee Corrugated Company. 1 1/4 on that. Brick service sign. This is cool here too. Showing you how to sweat the solder fittings on pipes. It's Presto Light for advertising a little gas torch. 65 bucks on that. Anyway, we'll finish it there and we'll catch up with you back at our pickup, show you what we got. Okay folks, as promised, we're going to show you what we got here. We got a few of these things on the way out. This is a 46 Chevy truck headlight, pickup truck headlight. We got a guide spotlight there. That's an S16, so that's a pretty good one. Got the plastic handle, pretty good shape. Got some of the hardware even inside that little bag in there. This is kind of cool. It's a 1920s bud vase for a car. It goes up in the car and they put little flowers in there. Got a Buick hood ornament. So leave it to us to find a bunch of car parts at an antique show, but that's what we did. This is kind of a streamlined passenger train or a trolley. I don't know exactly what it is. Might have gone on a plaque or something, I'm not sure. We'll have to figure that out. And we got a International pickup truck hubcap for 40s International. We got, I think there's 4 of these. They're little trinket boxes for a dresser, and they're nicely made little dresser boxes. There's 4 different ones in there. One of them has cupids on it, so those are kind of cool. We'll come over this way and see what we got up here. These are 40s, 1940s General Motors truck. They go on the side of the hood. This is, oops, getting caught on there. The Garage, Miami. Not sure what that is, but it's a metal license plate frame. Got a Buddy L fire truck here. Here's the cab for it. All original paint, looks like. This one is a Structo. And this one is not a real valuable toy, but it's in nice shape. Does not have a broken bumper, which a lot of them do. Nice clean toy, and it still has a ramp. That's the ramp. You slide it out and hook it on there to put your cars on. Just needs 1 axle, and those are easy enough to find for those. Not sure on that. Maybe somebody can tell us in the video, or I'll have to do some research on it, but it's a late 30s taillight of some sort. Got a nice telephone here. Got that really cheap from those people from Michigan. Nice oval base with the dial on it. Got a dog chirping on the way by there. This is a nautical, goes on a boat. It's a compass. You can see it in the original box, Air Guide Marine Compass. So we got that. We got another guide spotlight here. This one's an S18 with the mirror on the back. Got a couple fender ornaments there. We got 2 Ford grills here. 2 Ford pickup grills. This one I believe is a 55. Got that one. And this is a 51 or 2. Right there, the toothy grill. Those are popular. And we got a sun visor here. 1940s sun visor. So anyway, that's what we found here. It's a pretty cool place. It's free admission. You know, anybody can come down. They do charge for parking if you park in somebody's yard or whatever. But definitely a worthwhile place. You're kind of in between Rochester and Minneapolis here up in Minnesota. And we set up here last year. We didn't set up this year just because we got too many things going on, but it is a good place to sell too. If you got things you want to sell, come on up. And we had some people stop and tell us that because of the video, you know, they're coming to the flea market here. So that's good to hear. We've had a few people say that at different swap meets and stuff, that you know, because of watching the videos, they get inspired to go to a flea market or a swap meet. And we really like to see people get involved, because a lot of these things are fading, and you want to keep them going. So that's what we're hoping for. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give us thumbs up, give us good comments. All these things are really appreciated, and we'll catch you on the next round.